What was your streak? You won like what? 100 matches?
170 something.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Well, I mean,
nobody's ever going to beat that.
They already did.
Who did?
Some girl at WWE. They did it on purpose.
No way.
Yeah, I have nothing against the girl by any means, but yeah. The whole WWE experience was always, because I was a part of WCW when we were kicking their ass in the Monday Night Wars. And I didn't know what was going on at the time. I was just on one of the sides. And now one side dissolved and the other one consumed everything. And so they can treat everyone and anybody, everything the way they want. Right. And I think there's always going to be not the stigma, but there's always going to be the burr in their ass that I was part of a company that, in a very short period of time, I was the champion and we were beating them in the ratings.
He has a point there. He has a point with how they treated Sting, etc. But he's got a real issue with anybody else having a winning streak other than them, and he takes it very personally, apparently. Why?
Because he's Mark. Is that the simple enough solution? All I can picture, I've seen Bill, I call him Bill Goldberg, for Bret Hart. Bill Goldberg. How's that? So
apparently he hated being called Bill.
He hated it. I don't know
that's why Bret did it.
We appreciate Bret. I know hopefully he thumbs up all the Goldberg videos. But I can picture this. Please picture this, everybody, who in 2025 is struggling. I don't know anybody in 2025 that's not worried about the economy, their future, their investments, feeding their families, the cost of living. I'm putting it all in context because Goldberg, in this vein, this is what I picture, because this is all his interviews. Him sitting in a garage much nicer than any home I've ever owned, with a sea of classic cars that are washed, waxed, in perfect mint condition that he probably never drives, and him in a gym that's nicer than any gym or house I've ever owned, sitting there doing an interview, overlooking, last time I checked, he lived in San Diego in a beautiful mansion overlooking the mountains in California. Beautiful, perfect weather every single day. Oh, I'm so miserable. What? You're a Mark. Stop it. Bill Goldberg.
Love it. Do you know what? And the people say that Bret's bitter. Bret's right. I don't get it. Okay, right. Let's go. Let's take it back again.
Bill Goldberg during TNA when Samoa Joe is on his undefeated streak.
Yeah, well, we mentioned that. Oh, he's been undefeated for 18 months. That was a direct shot to Goldberg. Tatanka had an undefeated streak. That must have been a direct shot.
He wasn't even right. He wasn't even a football player. He wasn't even with the Falcons.
I know. Look, right. Winning streaks have happened throughout wrestling history. From Lou Thez and before, way before Lou Thez. I mean, he was undefeated for like 10 years. Hulk Hogan was undefeated for Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant. Ryback after the fact.
Bruno.
It's a common trope in wrestling.
Call off. Superstar Billy Graham to an extent. Bruno had Bob Backlund. Oh, I had the title for like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
Complain about on a podcast?
Bill Goldberg. I'll tell you what, that Al Dandy's a jam-up guy.
And Hypnosis as well. He's a great wrestler.
I watch him say Bill Goldberg. I like Bill as a person. I'm maybe he doesn't like me now, but you know what? You got to learn how to laugh about these kinds of things. You got to lighten up. Bill, you're going to have a heart attack if you keep paying attention. Don't watch the product. Don't care. You could literally just say, I feel like signing my name for an hour, and somebody's going to hand you a bag of money. Dare I say, you're more over than Asuka. And WWE, you know what? They do have a bird in their butt. You know why? As Asuka's a heel on Raw, on the same episode, they paid tribute to a heel that had 10 years in WWE. So you know what, Bill? Guess what? Sorry, Bill Goldberg. You know what? They have a bird in their butt for you, and they are selling for you. Take it as a compliment that they're still trying to get under your skin. But guess what? They are getting under your skin.
In that WWE Raw just this past Monday, they did this like tribute video to Asuka, and they actually mentioned the win streak that she had as well. That's probably not a coincidence.
Oh, they totally did it. They totally did it.
You know how you say about certain people, including one name we're not going to mention, actually, that I nearly mentioned, but I'm not going to. Some people, as you said in the wrestling business, really think these wins and losses dictate, one, the value of the person behind the performer, I guess, and, you know, your hierarchy within. Goldberg seems to believe that more than anyone. It's like he thought his streak was real. And I tell this people when I did the research, his fake streak that people allowed him to win matches. One, he lost matches at first. Then when the streak started, it ended at 8 because he went to a no contest with Disco Inferno. That means the streak is dead. It's not a winning streak. It's a not losing streak. And it doesn't matter anyway because the streak was fake. Why is he so protective over, one, a streak that only existed because a booker decided it existed? And two, why does he think he's got like a trademark over winning streaks ever since? That's the thing that I don't understand.
All right, let's put this wider field of view. That's my new saying now, besides context. The thing is that the marks are in the office and wins in the, hey, I haven't won a match in months. That's a real thing. So Goldberg is a victim of that. A lot of guys are victims of that because that is the system. If you do too many jobs and you don't have somebody the next week giving you a promo trying to protect you, you get over certain ways. And trust me, but Goldberg could work, but how much did Goldberg talk during that time? How many promos did he do besides "You're next"? The more Bill talked, the more Bill talked, actually the less over he got. The mystique started to go away. So it didn't do any favors. So jobs did matter for Goldberg because the company made wins and losses matter for him. So let's be fair about it. Bill Goldberg. Never get old.
Yeah, but
until and by the way, when I wrestled Bill, the finish of a shoot versus a predetermined match would have been the same. So that was real. That's the one part of his winning streak that was real.
Why let people get under your skin?
Because
why make it so obvious if nothing else?
Because you're a mark. We all right, let's put it a different way. I say mark because it's a very general term, just like the jobber term. Bill took a lot of pride in his work. Brett took a lot. Actually, Brett and Goldberg are very similar. I'm not talking about wrestling styles or anything like that. They both cared a great deal about their character, their brand, the way it was presented. We need to give them that. Now Brett hates us. Sorry, Brett. But it's the truth.